Except we have Elizabeth. I won't be present, but eagerly anticipating the VOD. Oh, you're gonna make me put this loser on my VOD channel? I joke, by the way, but before I started YouTube, I don't know if a lot of people know this. My longest time most viewed deck was Preston. Can I find it, or did I delete it? Preston. Is it still the most viewed Moxfield Preston list? Oh, by a lot, yeah. Yeah, this was before I started YouTube. This was already like 6,000 views, insanely popular list. I don't know if I'd necessarily build Preston like this now. I'd definitely at least put Sand Scout in, but sure enough, here it is. This is what I had. This is a mana value 3 or less theme Preston deck, because there's a lot of mana value 3 or less things that return from your graveyard to the battlefield, and then Preston copies those, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm happy to see that we probably already have Sand Scout here, seeing as we have a fuckload of deserts. So good on you. Let's read your blurb. Originally shamelessly ripped off from an old Moxfield primer you wrote. Whoa, wait. The primer's glazing me. I didn't have to glaze myself. Yes, this is my old, like, really old Moxfield primer. This shit's ancient. This is dust. All right, so it's a mono white flicker pile that has a combo finish or the backup plan of occasionally killing people with buff tokens and a low mana value theme. I've been playing this deck for the last year and have noticed that it will actually be doing well in games, but struggles to actually end them. Lately, I've been playing around with the idea of initiative creatures or maybe different packages, but there's too many toys. I'm trying to keep this a 2, but otherwise no restrictions. The deck often struggles to actually close out a game. I've also been considering not comboing for a more satisfying games. Whoever makes... Okay, I see. So here is my opinion. If we want to go off of the combo, we have Wispweaver Angel out, Felidar Guardian out, because these are the combo cards, right? The joke is with Felidar Guardian and Wispweaver Angel is they like start jerking each other off. This one exiles this one, 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 and so on forever. But with Preston out, you get a bonus 0/1 White Illusion version every time. Is this the wrong deck list? Am I stupid? This is the right deck list. Am I stupid? I am stupid. Haha. Nothing beats being an idiot. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's yours. I'm awesome. I got confused. I guess I did have Sand Scout in mind. I never noticed. Okay. Sort by mana value. So yes, like I said though, Wispweaver Angel out. That's so funny. I just started editing my own deck. I love being a stupid drooling moron, chat. And Felidar Guardian out. And then... honestly, I take Sun Titan out now. Sun Titan's just a little too slow. Maybe not for bracket, whatever, but you have Redemption Choir. And this is mainly because I want Starfield Shepherd. Starfield Shepherd's a very nice thing to grab stuff with. And I think I would take out a Ghost Quarter for a Demolition Field. I've always just been... I've been more of a fan of this card the more I play it instead of Ghost Quarter. Great. Everything else here seems to be pretty cool. Fanatical Devotion's broken. This is all gold main. Just all gold main might be a little too slow. We'd also take out Inquisitor Exarch because this is part of the Drain infinite combo loop. When this creature enters, draw a card. Powerful. Airlift Chaplain I'm kind of off of now. I love the Eldrazi Displacer. I'm such a genius. God. I just love being so smart, and knowing Eldrazi Displacer is insane. So I think maybe what we do is Overlord of the Mistmores. Right, so we put White Sun Titan in. And the joke is if you Flicker Wisp this, or Felia this, or etc., I think those are the only two, you get a fuckload of stuff. So I was actually off of Flicker Wisp for this deck. I didn't actually put it in the original, because the Overlords hadn't been printed yet. But now Flicker Wisp has this brand new context with the Overlord existing, which is very nice. The Argosy and the Conjurer's Closet, both are fine. Honestly, if we don't want to do all the Cathar's Crusade tracking, which God fuck knows I do not, we can do, we can make this a bit more of a go wide deck, with maybe some Convoke kind of themes going throughout it. So I think Priest of Ancient Lore is too bad. Roving Harper's a little too bad. Because there's just better low mana value options for these things now, like Helpful Hunter. Right, we don't need to run Roving Harper in the current year because we have Helpful Hunter. Moonshaker Cavalry isn't in this one. Yes, Moonshaker Cavalry is 8 mana. That's a lot of mana. All right. I think I am still trucking and fucking with Arcane Signet, Soul Ring in this deck, but I think Mind Stone can maybe go. I don't know if we need that much ramp, but we need, I think a little bit is a little handy just so we can start hard casting a couple of these idiots up here. It is possible that Radiant Solar no longer fits the bill. So you see there's, this was part of the infinite combo loop where you could just go through the Dark Pool indefinitely from the Lost Mine of Fendelver. And so if you had infinite flickers, this would win the game. And then also just like a kind of generically good value card. I would want to lean more into like initiative if we were doing Radiant Solar things. But if we do not want to lean into initiative, because that's what we'd have to do. Because I don't want to add any of the colors initiative cards in, but you would like add, yeah, Seasoned Dungeoneer, White Plume Adventurer, probably not Goliath Paladin. And then you can maybe add something like enters the battlefield under control, like you do like a Guardian Sunmare. Right, so Guardian Sunmare is 5 mana. When it attacks, you may search your library for a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less, put on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Great news. Do you know what one of those is? White Plume Adventurer. Right, so then you get 2 White Plume Adventurers off of your Preston. Pretty good. Like that's something to think about. All right, so that being said, if we're not doing dungeons, I'm off the Angel now because we're not doing the combo. If you wanted to go on dungeons, that's how you would do it with the Guardian Sunmare. Just note to you, viewer at home. I don't think I'm going to go to dungeons this time around. Yeah, but I'm going to add Dollmaker Shop. Is the colorless mana symbol in Eldrazi's Displacer not an issue? Okay, so look at our mana base. Look at Soul Ring. Look at Sand Scout. Okay. Hopefully your question's been answered. Thank you. So we have Dollmaker Shop in, and then also Starlight Spectacular. Winds of Abandon, because we're going more tokeny, so we'd like maybe something that kind of gets our attackers through. And then finally, we can maybe cap it off with a Githzerai Monk, which also serves a very similar purpose. When this enters, it taps all creatures you do not control. And then we can do like Recruiter of the Guard. Right, gets things with power and toughness, or toughness 2 or less. Ace, thank you for getting a deck review for next week. And then finally, this is the final inclusion. You get to add a I forgot the name of the card. I'm bad. Enters control creatures. Type soldier. Gold Knight Commander. Great news about Gold Knight Commander is it's a 2/2. What does 2 toughness means? What does 2 toughness mean, rather? You can get it with Recruit of the Guard. So this is a nice little win con that you can get off of that tutor, and then that tutor also gets like Felia, also gets Remorseful Cleric, also gets, right? So we've kind of powered it up a little bit by making it more consistent, but by making it more consistent, we're able to have a nicer mid-range strategy with a Flicker sub-theme. It said 10th on coffee, so is it next week or is it the week following? Yes, it will be on May 10th, because next week, the Sunday the 3rd, is going to be MagicCon Vegas, so your deck review will be happening on the 10th, Ace, if that makes sense. Because MagicCon Vegas is coming up, of which I will be going to. All right, so let's go Lazatep Quarry. Next turn. Plains Liquimetal Torque. Next turn. Interesting thought to have here. I think we're going to go Hanged Executioner. Bounce Lazatep, Surveil 1. Graveyard. Maybe we float a mana first and cast Preston. I almost called him Quain. Next turn. Plains. Heyo. Heyo, it's AO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AO. Tap, sack to Lazatep Quarry, float a white. Oh, look, it died. Top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take 2 Selfless Spirits. I'll take 2 Selfless Spirits. That'd be very nice. Thank you. Sack this one to protect our board. Lae'zel's Acrobatics. Roll d20. Roll to 16. Return those cards onto the battlefield under control, then exile them again. Return those to the battlefield. Okay, at the beginning of the next end step. So we exile, return. All non-tokens. So we're going to get a token of this, a token of this, and that means 3 spirits. And then we're going to do that again, which means we're going to get a token of this, a token of this, and then we're going to get 3 of these. Or, sorry, one more of these. Which seems pretty good. We can hold up our Preston interaction, and we can also hold up 3 Selfless Spirits. And we can Flicker Wisp our original Selfless Spirit to get another copy. At this point, our board is immortal, which is very nice. And because it's so full of spirits, it makes me very excited for drawing that Gold Knight Commander, the Porcelain Gallery, or the Starlight Spectacular, which of course just pumps the whole board and kills someone. Sadly, we didn't see any of those, and I'm wondering if that's an issue with card flow, which it probably almost certainly is. But maybe we can kind of fix that issue. We have Welcoming Vampire. I mean, maybe we just got flooded that game. Because we do have a lot of cantripping creatures. Maybe Fortune's just, like, not the best. But Fortune's just kind of fine. I don't know. I have a hard time hating Fortune. I'm going to say Helping Hand maybe is a bit too low impact, low value. Yeah, I don't like that I can't get the commander back. That's the main thing. Could Delny work here or too much of a win more? I think it's too much of a win more. I kind of just want more things that filter cardboard and draw me cards here. Caretaker's Talent not in for budget regions. I would like to not add an expensive card like that. We've kind of already added a couple, and I don't really want to go up more, because I do think Recruiter of the Guard is the first, like, $5+ card I would add to this deck. And, like, same thing with Dollmaker's Shop and such. So maybe there's just a white creature that enters and draws cards that we kind of want to focus in on. Hmm. War Room. Easy include, I think, is a strong. But I think I agree with that. Maybe we just add one more land. I know we got flooded that game. Yeah, we did get flooded that game, didn't we? That makes me a little bit more hesitant to add like another land. Or maybe just do like a beer takedown. Get a couple MDFCs in here. Yeah, that's probably the best thing we can be doing. So Kabir takedown in. Gets to shoot something for the number of creatures you control, and it's also a land. Those both are pretty nice modes. I would not keep this hand, although it's tempting. Do we have Knight of the White Orchid? Makes me a little bit more iffy about Royal Warhound. So maybe the Mind Stone's better than that. That we cut earlier. This is super keepable. Plains. Next turn. Plains. Draw a card. Next turn. Oh my goodness. Gain a life and draw a card. The power. Guess what? Draw a card. Dollmaker's Shop. Combat. Swing with my flyer. Get a stupid idiot toy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Commander. Attack with our flyer. Get another toy. Next turn. Plains. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Flicker Wisp. 1, 2, 3. Guardian of Ghirapur. So Flicker Wisp is going to flicker Inspiring Overseer until end of turn, or flicker Spirited Companion until end of turn. Guardian of Ghirapur is going to flicker Flicker Wisp until end of turn. Okay. Beginning the next end step. Spirited Companion. We get a token copy. We draw 2 cards. We also attack with our Inspiring Overseer. Flicker Wisp comes back. We get a token copy of Flicker Wisp. We exile Guardian of Ghirapur, and we exile a Spirited Companion. Okay. Next end step. Guardian of Ghirapur comes back. We get a Guardian of Ghirapur. The Guardian of Ghirapur flickers the Flicker Wisp. We get a Spirited Companion. We get to draw 2 cards. Okay, next end step. Flicker Wisp comes back. Ding, 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 ding. Insane. And then this turn we win, because we have a huge fucking board, and we open the Porcelain Gallery and explode someone. Okay. Enduring Innocence. I like the idea. If it's relatively cheap, we can put it in. I would say in the grand scheme of things, $7 is maybe a little bit too much, but it is something to consider for this deck. It's not something I would put in right now, but it is a thought for certain. Believe it or not, because I built the bones of this deck, I'm already like kind of a big fan of what's going on here. We can maybe look at some more MDFCs. Maybe just look at a couple MDFCs. Sujiri's Shelter would be very nice in this deck. I think your commander's very likely to get shot in the head. People are really afraid of that rabbit. McKinney Stampede's actually insane. Actually, McKinney Stampede's great. Maybe a Maria's Call. Let's do a Maria's Call Collector's Cage. It's been something I've been adding to a lot of decks recently. Like, even today. Collector's Cage. So, if you have a bunch of different powers, you can Collector's Cage onto something, which cheats. Oh, we can run a Windbrisk Kites as well. Oh, now we're cooking. Right, so because we have this go wide theme now. Windbrisk Kites and Collector's Cage both have Hideaway. We have all these big things now that we can cheat into play with them. That's rather fun. I think maybe Mage's Attendant comes out, even though it's really fucking cool. Do we have anything worse than that? Like maybe Militia Bugler? Probably Sky Scanner. Probably Novice Inspector and Thraben. I love my 1-drop make a clue idiots, but I think they've now just been outclassed. Okay, I'd keep this hand. Draw. Plains. Next turn. Plains. Next turn. 1, 2. Sand Scout. Type desert. Collector's Cage is really good. Bounce planes back to our hand. Play that planes as land for turn. Next turn. Planes. Mindstone. Commander. Okay. Planes. 1, 2. Kindly customer. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Hanged Executioner. Add token. Spirit. Draw. Not draw a card, but there we go. Boop. Knight. Notice that we've managed to do the land ramp thing where we've land ramped with an Arid Archway, so we're not actually ahead on lands. So we're able to do one of these. Great. I'm going to actually crack this Mindstone right now. Okay, Redemption Choir is interesting. We currently do have Coven. So this will return a Mindstone. And we now have a draw engine online. So we go crack the Mindstone, draw a card. Attack with Redemption Choir. Attack with everything. You don't care if any of this dies. Yay, Ascend from Avernus. This comes back. Draw a card. Getaway Glamour. Dink, 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 dink. Getaway Glamour for full modes. And then draw 2. Hello, Skull Clamp. Once again, we're bracket 2. Keep in mind. Selfless Spirit. If like we had anything die this game too, we just get to fucking double it up. Yay, Ascend from Avernus. Kind of cool. How big do our creatures get? Our creatures can get pretty fucking big. So, but Meekstone would be a very good... Right, so Meekstone would be a good inclusion. Also, Crackdown is the other one, right? Creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap during their control's untap steps. There might not be a native creature in this deck besides Redemption Choir. And that thing has Vigilance, I'm pretty sure. No, it has Lifelink. Okay, there's a couple power 3 or graders in here, but like generally speaking, we don't have like a lot of power 3 or greater things. Those are definitely considerations. I think they might be a little bit too mean for bracket 2, but it's definitely something to think about if you want to power this deck up. So we filled up the considering here with a lot of interesting cards to think about. Hopefully those help you out. As far as the main deck goes, though, I'm not really sure if I have many notes. I mean, keep in mind, this is built off the bones of a deck that I originally built. So, yeah, I'm not going to have that many problems with it. Besides the fact that it's, like, over, like, a year or so old. But I've been enjoying playtesting this every single time. There's a couple games where we kind of flooded out, but... yeah, it happens. I mean, here's Collector's Cage. Hideaway 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put, Felia under it, because Felia can reset it. The rest of these go on the bottom. And we activate on our doggy. 2, 3, 4. Golden Argosy. Not the Argosy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Preston. Crew. We shouldn't have put a counter on this in hindsight. Because now we can... oh, wait, no, this is... no, this is bad. Because now we can go Collector's Cage onto Golden Argosy. Get Felia. Attack with Golden Argosy. Flicker this. Get a copy. Draw 2. Next turn. And then here you get to go white, 3. Flicker Wisp Collector's Cage. Arid Archway tapped. Crew. Golden Argosy. Attack. Maybe it dies, maybe it doesn't, but these get flickered until end of turn. They come back. We draw 2 cards, and then Flicker Wisp flickers this again, and then this comes back on the end step. 1. So we draw 2 more cards. And then Collector's Cage comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 Panharmonicon under it. Okay, maybe Panharmonicon's a bit more. I had like one more big thing we can kind of cheat into play. I mean, maybe it's Moonshaker, right? But you know, I think Moonshaker might be a little bit too easy. Maybe we run Elishnorn. Mentor the Meek, really relevant, yeah. It's a pretty good card. I love you, Elishnorn. My beloved. Although, let's face it, like the Moonshaker fits the theme a little better, doesn't it? Oh, I hate that we have a deck where Moonshaker's like halfway decent. Listen, if you really need it, if you really feel like you need the push, you can run a Moonshaker. It is possible. Draw. Land. Next turn. Scav Grounds. Mindstone. Next turn. Collector's Cage, huh? We have no way to draw cards. This is sad. Does your 1 power already draw you and tap out plays? Always feels like I could draw a card that won't pop off the way I want. It is a... If you think Mentor the Meek is not a good card, I just don't know what to say. It is that good. I promise it is actually that good. Is it maybe one of the best ones you can be running? No, but the fact that it isn't locked to once a turn is like, it comes up and it's pretty decent. I flicker my Overlord the Mistmores. Both of these enter. I pay 2 mana. I draw 2 cards. That's good. That's good. That's just about the long and short of it, in my opinion. Okay, we actually have 41 lands, so look at one of these, and then... I mean, honestly, maybe we run both, Elishnorn and Moonshaker. Seems interesting. Because we actually do have a lot of ramp, I've noticed. Draw, land, next turn. Blighted Step. Helpful Hunter, draw card. Next turn. 1-2. Sand Scout. View Library. Arid Archway. Arid Archway. Bounce. Blighted Step. Plains Return. Yeah. Next turn. Plains. Oh, not yet. 1-2. Knight of the White Orchid. Plains. Plains. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Splitskin Doll is another companion. Ah, true. That is true. Preston. Touch the Spirit Realm to draw 2. Okay, there's Gold Knight Commando, or Commander. We do have Coven, so Touch the Spirit Realm would come back from our graveyard right now. We also have 7 lands, but this one taps for 2, so we have 8 mana. Gold Knight Commander. Redemption Choir. Bring back Touch the Spirit Realm. Everything gets +1/+1. And you get to exile something. Yay, attack you. And then here we have McKindy Stampede being a fucking goat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything gets +2/+2 until end of turn. 1, 2, 3. Exile your game object. Give everything +1/+1 swing. Yeah. I think the Flicker Wisp loop is not something that happens every game. It's possible that it happens more frequently. I'm willing to hear that it's not the best. Now the more they think about it. So maybe we do Splitskin Doll. And then I think we call this one here. I think we're just about set here. Thank you so much for getting a deck review. And also liking my old Preston deck a lot.